nor is the CrossFit craze more evident than in South Florida, the home of this year's Southeast Regional. The West Palm Beach Convention Center hosted overflow crowds all weekend, packing in over 10,000 people during the course of the event. And the performances put on by the competitors did nothing to let fans down. California is the site of the CrossFit Games, but in the Southeast, the team podium was an all-Georgia affair. For the fourth time, CrossFit Atlanta Formula X is going to the Games. They placed no lower than fifth in any of the 7 events this weekend. Their sustained success comes down to one simple yet vital attribute.
I think we have a very competitive gym. We compete with each other pretty much year-round and try to beat each other on workouts, and that sort of brings us all together as a team because we all have that same competitive nature.
CrossFit Adrenaline will also be California Dreaming. The Cartersville, Georgia box will be making its second appearance at the Games. And rounding out the top 3 is another gym from the ATL. CrossFit RX will be heading to Carson for the very first time. The top of the leaderboard also had a familiar feel in the women's competition, as Telena Fortunato captured her second straight Southeast Regional Championship. Fortunato, repping CrossFit Real Fitness in Naples, Florida, led the event from start to finish, highlighted by a thrilling win in Sunday's chipper workout. She was also the only woman in the region to complete the Brutal Hundreds on Saturday. The former gymnast and heptathlete now has her sights set on improving her third-place finish in the 2012 Games.
Where do I expect to end up? I know where we're going to shoot for. We're going to shoot to win. That's why we're going.
Anna Tunnicliffe is no stranger to medal ceremonies, having won a 2008 Olympic gold in sailing. The CrossFit Body and Soul product is heading to her first Games after her second-place finish this weekend. New location, better result for Emily Friedman, who finished 6th in the Northeast Regional in 2012. This year, she'll represent Atlanta's CrossFit RX in Carson. Noticeable by her absence on the podium was Shayna Alverson. The 36-year-old from Decatur, Georgia, had gone to 4 straight Games, but will miss them this year after failing at her first weight attempt in the overhead squat ladder, disqualifying her from the remainder of the competition. Going into the final event, no one in the top 5 of the men's competition had ever finished on the podium at the regionals, until Sunday, that is. Zach Anderson has been doing CrossFit since June of last year. He'll be celebrating his first anniversary in Carson after finishing atop the standings this weekend. Although pleased with the final result, the 24-year-old out of CrossFit Paragon in Chamblee, Georgia, wasn't thrilled with his performance this weekend.
I really did not feel like I had the best weekend that I could have, and I feel like I had to really scrap and fight, and I feel it was a great learning experience for me, and I took a lot away from it. So.
He'll be joined in California by Travis Mayer from CrossFit Silos in Alpharetta, Georgia. He made the impressive journey from 439th place in last year's Open to 2nd in the regionals in 2013. Daniel Petro was the final competitor from West Palm Beach to qualify for the CrossFit Games. The West Cup Georgia product finished 11th in the Southeast last year.